So there are a number of books which are written on the positive mindset. Have you ever seen any book on building the negative mindset? Of course not, because that's not possible. But still, you will find more people negative as compared to the positive one, because positivity requires an effort. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ask Farhan Show. Today we have the question from Sadaf Sadiq, and her question is that how can we find the inner peace and happiness? Well, Sadaf, your question already has the answer in it, that it's the inner peace. So you have to make some effort inside your thoughts to find the peace and the happiness. There is no external force that is going to help you to develop your happiness and to find out your inner peace. It's something that you have to work on by changing your own mindset. And that is what we are going to discuss today. There are a few elements that you need to remember. The first and the foremost one is that this is something which requires your own effort. It's not going to happen automatically because negativity comes automatically. But for the positive things, you have to make an extra effort. Let me elaborate you now. For instance, even like a few days before, I was on a media channel, and I was just giving the same example that if you park your car outside your home, it's gonna get dirty. That's something which is negative, and that's something which has to happen automatically. But if you want to keep that clean, you would have to put an extra effort on that. You would have to clean it yourself. Same as your shoes. If you do not polish your shoes, if you do not clean up your shoes, eventually it's going to get dirty. To keep it clean, you would have to put an extra effort. So negativity, these dirts do not require your effort. The positivity requires your effort. You might have find out the books, the art of staying positive. So there are a number of books which are written on the positive mindset. Have you ever seen any book on building the negative mindset? Of course not, because that's not possible. But still, you will find more people negative as compared to the positive one, because positivity requires an effort, and people are not understanding that to stay happy, to stay positive, to be in the peace, you have to do some extra efforts. And that's what we are going to discuss today. Number one lesson for you would be, do not try to find out your happiness in any situation, and do not try to relate it with any specific person or anything in the world. A materialistic approach would never help you to be happy, to find out the peace in your life. So what you have to do is just to find out the feelings that you have inside when when you feel happy. This is something which is inside you. So you need to discover those feelings and try to stay positive in all the situations. It doesn't matter what other person is doing. If the other person does good things with you, you are happy, you find the peace. If other person is not doing good things with you, so you would have to put an extra effort over there, because he is responsible for his own act. So you are responsible for your own life. So it means you have to take care of your life. If someone is actually pushing you towards the stress, towards the sadness, it's not like you are gonna get stressed. It's more about just put an extra effort and try to stay positive, even if other person is deceiving you. So try not to relate it to any person, try not to relate it to any situation, even with any item in the world. It's about your own inside thoughts and how you perceive things. That is important. If you know, even it's sunnah to spend your time with your own self, just on the daily basis, spend your time with your own self, and you will feel it. That now you are evaluating yourself, you are evaluating your acts, and you are understanding this thing, that if another person is doing negative with you, is doing something wrong with you, that does not mean you have to be negative, you have to be that worst monster for that person, because you are responsible for your own self. So evaluate yourself on the daily acts that you do. Spend your time with yourself. This is something which sounds easy, simple, but it's so difficult to do because somehow we all are afraid to spend time with our own self, because by doing so we will go into the reality of the life, and we try to avoid that. But this is also sunnah. Our holy prophet, peace be upon him, also used to spend his time with his own self in a cave, so you can also find out any room, any couch, any comfortable place where you are spending your time with yourself. You are actually putting that positive effort to stay positive, to stay happy, and to find out the peace. Other thing that you can do when you interact with the people, try to avoid the toxic people, negative people, people who are discouraging you, and instead try to find out those people who are happy, who are living a peaceful life, even when they have less finances, less things, might be whatever are the cases, but they are in peace, they are happy. Try to spend most of your time with those people. That's how you will learn in your life that how to stay positive and how to stay happy in even every worst situation. That's what you have to do. I've also seen people, they just try to live into their past. I mean, the most of the stress that they get is from the past, or might be from something that they are going to experience in future. Remember one thing: everything that has happened in the past, that is your memory, and everything that is going to happen in the future, that is your imagination. So do not try to stay in both of these situations, that you are living a life of your memories or you're living the life of an imagination. Try to stay in the present. That is something that people are not doing nowadays. If you sit with a person, either he would talk about the past, or he would tell you about the future plans, or the things which are stressing you the most are also related to the past or might be related to the future. Try to stay in your present and just feel it, what you have right now, and try to get satisfied with that, instead of just imagining that what you can get or what you could get and you couldn't. Do not think about those things. Stay in the present. Look at the side, look at the positive side, that what you have right now with you. Another factor: staying positive also means that you have to forgive people. If they make a mistake, that does not mean that you have to give them the punishment or you have to give them the reward all the time. Just move on, let it go. If somebody has done anything wrong with you, just as I said earlier, that they are responsible for their own act. It's not like just because of their negative act, just because they are doing something wrong, you are gonna create a negative impact on your life. Just forgive those people, just let the situation go, move on. And if you have done any mistake, just simply what you should do is just go and apologize for that. I don't know why it has become so difficult for us to apologize for most of the situation. Even if we have done anything wrong, that guilt is going to kill you. That guilt is something which is more like a hurdle for the happiness and the peace that you're looking for. Do not try to live your life in a guilt. Try to have a guilt-free life where you have forgiven all the people and you have apologized for all the mistakes that you have done. And for that, it's about taking out those toxic people and toxic situations as well out of your life, because this feeling that other person has done wrong with you, and this feeling that you have done wrongs with somebody, or this is more like a pressure on your chest that I did it wrong. Just get out of that and try to avoid every single negative thing from your life. It could be, the usage of more and more social media. It could be about the media news, because all these things are so stressful nowadays. Try to stay with yourself. Try to avoid these toxic things and all the things, even tiny things, which are creating trouble, which are giving you the sense of failure, which are giving you the sense of losership. Just try to avoid that. And like, it's not about things are really big in its size. Sometimes things are very small. For instance, I have to send a message to one of my friend, and it is related to my work. Or let's suppose I have to send an email to somebody, or let's suppose I just have to do one tiny thing for that person. Now what do? We just keep delaying that, and that delay is building the guilt in your personality, in your thoughts. Get out of that. It's just like, when we were in school or colleges at that time, or even if you are in your school or colleges, all the time we get or keep this pressure that we have to do the homework. But we don't do that. We are spending time with the friends. We are doing useless things. We are playing video games. We are playing outside games, but still we are not doing the work. And that is giving you the guilt. Get out of that. Organize your things, organize your life, organize your decisions, organize your thoughts. And if the things are important, prioritize those things and get it done. Do the important things, because if you're not doing important things, at then those things would also become trouble for you. And those things which you have to do and you're not able to find out time, or you're not putting an extra effort to do those as soon as possible, those things are also causing you the trouble and are also responsible for you to not to be happy, or to be in stress and not to be living a peaceful life. So these all are the things that I can suggest you. Another thing, like the last lesson that you can consider for this would be try to meditate. Meditation is again something that you are spending your time with yourself, and meditation means just simply say no to all the people, all the situation, all the worries, all the thoughts, and just relax. Close your eyes and just relax. That's the meditation. Do meditate on daily basis. Meditation really really helps you to get out of the stress. Trust me, I have done it, and I try to do it on daily basis. That even if I'm in my office, I try to do meditation for 2 3 4 5 minutes, and that actually changes my next 4 to 5 hours. So that's what I can suggest you to get out of the stress and to live a happy and a peaceful life. Well, thank you so very much, Sada, for asking this question. If you want more explanation, clarification, or if you want to ask me any further specified question, or you want to me to elaborate it, I'll do that in the next video. Thank you so very much for asking the question. I hope that we'll meet again in the next video. Till then, take care, stay blessed. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.